Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I wanted to talk through some of the plays that I made in this ranked Onyx Slayer game. I recently hit Onyx 1770 in ranked Slayer. I think that puts me at around top 30 in the world. I'm nowhere near that in Arena. I'm around 1580 in Arena. Arena is just so much harder. That being said, I am super proud of cracking into the top 30. I did this solo queuing, so I just thought that maybe some of these insights might help you out and help me out in analyzing the things that I did wrong and the things that I did right. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, so yeah, I go bottom white. I don't get the stickies, but I grenade the door with my frags. I realize, with my teammates positioning that they're not bottom white, so I immediately look at camo, follow up on this kill. I shoot this guy twice, 3 times. I realize that I don't have to fight him, he's running away, so I have to redirect my aim to the guy that's right in front of me. Shoot the grenade, get damage on that guy, get damage on the last player. And we participated in all 4 kills, so that's a good start. Now I realize that they're spawning gold pipes or A here, so I immediately redirect, take space. I want to kind of wait for my team to do damage because they're going to spawn together. I see that we have 1 kill, so I push in with caution. Pick up a free kill, shoot this guy 3 times. I have a teammate down there, so I let him finish that kill. This is really important because I had a teammate bottom elevator. There was no reason for me to drop. If I didn't have a teammate bottom elevator, I probably would have chased the kill a little bit harder. But knowing the risk of dropping and getting melee'd, possibly him sliding behind me or something, I'm going to allow him to make it really mixy on me and potentially reverse me. So I just need to let my teammate get the kill. It's something that even high Onyx players don't do enough, but that was kind of the logic behind not chasing that. Now I know they're spawning C because of our positioning, or long haul, Get this guy behind me, get a melee, he sticks me, it happens. My teammate's kind of throwing with shock rifle here. He's out in the open, exposed to so many different angles. All good. I push up to my teammate who's alive. All right, I try to corner this guy. I don't want to push into control yet. I want to isolate my angle because I know there's other players in there. There's another one, gets caught unaware. I have to drop to cut the angle because I'm getting shot from behind, get that kill, and take a third party. All good. Just getting intel from my teammates' death cams here. Immediately pushing up to a teammate. Alright, I see where Clap's an A. I'm just walking this guy down because he has damage on him. No need to strafe. Need to hit my shots. Okay. So my intention there was to shoot that guy 3 times and then back out. But unfortunately, I was getting shot from a different angle. And when you get shot by 2 players with the bandit rifle, you get instantly melted, which is why it's so important to play close to cover. All right, so I see we're 2 dead here, so I'm just holding my position. I don't want to drop. I want to keep my high ground, get intel, see where everyone's spawning. All right. So I take a piv there, and because I was up a shot, so I felt like I should have been able to kill him. But I think by late jumping, I really messed up my reticle placement and missed my headshot. It was a bit unnecessary. And just like a little micro thing here, I do feel like late jumping tends to work better when you're late jumping laterally. So if you have a ledge to your left or your right and someone's directly in front of you, if you fake a drop to your left or your right, it tends to work a little bit better because you're combining a vertical movement with a lateral movement, and you tend to be a bit closer in those circumstances, so it's a lot easier to break their reticle placement. When you're late jumping directly in front of someone, first of all, those fights tend to be longer range, so it's already harder to break their reticle placement because their reticle engulfs your entire body. And it's really easy to make a simple vertical adjustment to recorrect when someone late jumps directly in front of you. By laterally late jumping, it's just a lot harder to get your reticle placement back on target. Really, all I had to do was focus on hitting my shots because I was already up a shot. But if I was going to implement any type of movement, I think I would have been better off just simply dropping, because when you drop, you create a much larger movement that is more likely to get your Spartan outside of your opponent's reticle placement long range, because it's just such a bigger movement that you're creating. and it's a lot smoother of a movement in my opinion, and a lot less likely to mess up your own reticle placement. Just a little micro detail, but you'll see here that losing that piv is going to lead to our entire team getting wiped. Alright, so just getting intel. Alright, so we're 1 dead, 2 dead, and 3 dead. My push is dead. I'm not going to continue to push here. I'm going to wait to see where my teammates spawn and try to hold my position and take as much space as I can without taking damage. Alright, see my teammate pushing, so I am pushing with him. This was a bad play by me. I actually should have been punished a lot more heavily for it. I saw my teammate do damage, and it didn't look like he was in position to get the kill, so I felt like I had to follow through on it. But he actually did get the kill, so I was wrong, first of all. But second of all, it was extremely likely that I wouldn't have even gotten the kill, or at best I would have gotten the kill and got melted. It worked out in my favor, and I got away with it, but I exposed myself to the entire map. So, you know, against, I don't want to say better players, but against players that maybe would have been more aware in that instance, I would have been dead. Gain the lead. So just follow my teammate here, trying to get free kills. He sticks them. Unfortunately, he didn't need to. I don't pick up the shock rifle because I felt like I was getting shot from behind and I panicked. I do go back for it, but I believe it despawned. I don't end up getting it, unfortunately. Okay, right here, I see my teammates fighting controls, so I'm just trying to do damage up on the map for them. This guy gets average. You should never die from long range there. That was just really fortunate timing for me. I checked my gold pipes as soon as this guy was walking through and he didn't see me, so it was a free kill for me. Just really good timing for me. A little bit of luck there, but you take it when you get it. Doing long range damage on this guy. Okay, so here, the reason I naded that doorway is because once I realized that that guy was taking damage cross map, in a lot of cases, it's because he has a teammate that's pushing you. So like, the difference between good damage and bad damage is if you or your opponent has a teammate in position to finish the kill. So if I have a teammate in position to finish the kill, then it's good damage for me, bad damage for him. But I assumed that the reason why he was standing his ground there was because he had a teammate pushing me. That was kind of the logic behind that play. This guy's taking really bad long range damage, really poor positioning. Unfortunately, he doesn't get cleaned up somehow. I realized camo's coming up, and these guys have some damage on them, so I'm pushing up. I have grapple. Beautiful grapple play out of me. It's really important to recognize that when camo's coming up and you have grapple, it's really important for you to live so that you can get camo. So they're 2 dead, so I feel safe in shooting this guy because he only has 1 teammate other than him that can shoot me. And I get a free kill here. That's really what you want when you have camo. You want to shoot players that have damage on them already and ping the other ones. I don't chase this because I know he's going to pre-nade it. I think I'm a little bit too passive here with camo shock, but I don't want to throw. I kind of felt like this guy was going to expose himself, but he didn't. So I think I was a little bit too passive there. I should have got some intel and went like whirlpool or something, but it's better than dying for free with camo shock. That's for sure. Okay. So right here, I kind of threw. The idea was I didn't know where they were pushing from. I kind of felt like we were surrounded, which my intuition was right. We were. So I tried to put myself in a corner, and with my teammates being out in the open, I was baiting them in a sense, because I knew whoever was going to push in was going to immediately shoot them, and maybe I could get a free shock rifle kill. But I whiffed my melee and kind of threw. It would have been a decent play if I would have never whiffed my melee. In the moment, I think even in the comms, I was saying like, why didn't I get a lunge? It felt like I got cheated, and he did get a lunge. But looking back, I can see that like I threw my melee way too easily, and I continued to close distance, and then he just meleeed me once the distance was closed. So again, a lot of times in the moment, it can feel like you're being cheated, and a lot of times you are. But it's important to recognize those instances where like you just kind of trolled, and that's what I did there. So you can already tell I'm going into this spawn with a disadvantage because we have a teammate that died. I'm immediately getting shot in the back because they probably predicted my spawn. Throwing some zoning grenades. I'm not really expecting to get a kill. I'm just letting them know like proceed with caution. Like you're not pushing in here for free. I'm thinking my teammate needs help. Attic. I shoot this guy once, twice, 3 times, and I get a lunge melee, which was honestly, those fights were really weird. I kind of got lucky. Hit my 3 shots and got the melee lunge. And you know, in Halo, you just gotta take your blessings when you can. You know. Realize we're 1 dead. Just trying to see what's going on, where we spawn and whatnot. Get this guy off my teammate, but my teammate's him, so he wins the piv. This guy dies for free, long range. You should really never die like that. But you know, when you're getting shot by 2 players in Halo Infinite, oftentimes it feels like you didn't really have even the opportunity to back out of the gunfight, and that's why it's important to play close to cover, because you need to give yourself an opportunity to be able to back out of gunfights frequently, because you should be backing out of gunfights frequently. Right here, you know, I have grapple. It's really important for me to get this camo, and I do get it. There's a guy right here. He kind of threw, like, apparently he didn't even see me. I realized his damage on him, so I can shoot him, trying to live. I have teammates there that can push that guy. At this point, I'm just trying to get intel. I'm trusting my 2 teammates to get that kill on long haul. Right here, I shoot this guy twice, and I realize I don't have to fight him all at once. I can take my time, get my camo back, and see who else is in here. And look, he exposes himself and dies for free. Right here, I'm up, you know, 2-3 shots, so all I have to do is follow through with my shots. Important to realize that, like, you know, in a lot of scenarios here, I haven't really, like, been strafing very crazily. I'm really prioritizing hitting my shots and taking good gunfights. Not to say that there's not a place for strafing. There definitely is, but I do feel like it's a heavily overutilized movement in the game. You know, Necessity brings up a really good point in one of his videos. You know, if you're up 2 shots, even 1 shot in a gunfight, you know, you've won the engagement. Like, you don't have to hit any type of crazy movement. You just have to follow up on your shots, and as long as you don't get third party, you should theoretically win the fight. Especially in Halo Infinite with the Bandit, it's so easy to hit your shots. It's really hard to miss with the Bandit Evo. At least body shots. Headshots are a little bit different, but yeah. Right here, I hit a beautiful sticky. I drop because there's 2 of them. I throw a zoning grenade. I try to circle back as I predict this guy pushing bottom white, and you know, it just worked out really well for me. The timing of that play just worked out really well. I try to grapple out here. I don't want to die to top attic, so I immediately push in here. This is the safest place for me with a teammate nearby. I try to shoot this guy 3 times for my teammate, back out. I couldn't really stay with him because my only option was to either go white or go and take that engagement. Which I couldn't really stay with him because I could have died to top attic. Like, I couldn't sit Mangler. So I either had to commit to that gunfight. I felt like I did enough damage for my teammate, but unfortunately there was 2 in there. So I retract to bottom white and I take a piv. Unfortunately, I didn't have the timing of the jiggle peak and I end up dying. Embarrassingly enough, the 2 times that I really threw was the 2 times that I took a 1v1 and basically lost it. But I felt like we were ahead enough to where the risk reward was there. But in any case, I kind of threw. I was last alive and I died. So I definitely threw there for sure. And I shouldn't have done that. And I should have recognized that, you know, he was hitting his shots and just immediately maybe jiggled him once and then backed out. So something I could have done better. Always important to look at what you could have done better and not blame the game. This guy 3 times. No reason for me to take this. We're up 6, but 6 is not a whole lot. They lost a player, so I am pushing with my teammates. Really important to push when your teammates are pushing, and it's really important to push on advantage. So, like, I recognize that one of their players died, and my teammate was pushing, so those 2 facts combined cue me to basically commit to pushing into top A. All right, we only need 1 kill here, so I know they're spawning C based on our positioning. C or long haul anyway. This guy's kind of given up, I think, but we get the kill on someone else. So, yeah, I think my accuracy in this game, which we'll see in a second here, was like 70%, and that's largely because I wasn't really, you know, moving crazily. I was taking smart gunfights where players were already damaged or where we had numbers, and there was really no necessity for me to like strafe all crazily. Embarrassingly enough, the two times that I threw again, or the two times that I took a sort of piv, um, that one time in long haul when I tried to late jump, and the other time where I tried to jiggle peek the guy. 70% accuracy, which is really good. I had the most damage on the map and the least damage taken, which I think indicates that I was playing pretty well. It doesn't tell the whole story, but it's a good indicator there. And yeah, I think the main points are that you can see that the fights that I really followed through on were where um, I had a favorable advantage, or I had a favorable advantage in the sense of I had a damage advantage, or I had teammates with me. Those were the majority of the fights that I took. So anyway, if you found that any of these insights helped you, please let me know in the comments. And if you felt like I missed anything in the gameplay or I could have done anything better, let me know as well. I'm always open to constructive criticism. And regardless of your rank, you can always get better. And there's always plays that you can look back on and realize that, it might have been a bad play on your behalf. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to like and subscribe and comment in the comments.